Welcome to art class. This week we are going to be making a small 6x6 collage using either warm or cool colors. Here are some examples of what they could look like. All the small collages will be put together into one big collaborative piece of art that will be hung in our hallways. To get started, you will need one square black piece of paper, a big triangle, and 3 small squares of any color you pick. You can do this with or without scissors. For this first one, I'm not going to use them. You can either use a glue stick or you can use a glue bottle. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to figure out where we want to put our big triangle. When you glue, it's just a dot, not a lot. Do we put glue on our hands, in our hair, on our shoes? No, just on our paper. And we're going to glue our triangle wherever we want on our black piece of paper. Make sure it stays on the piece of paper, nothing hanging off. Once you have the paper where you want it, you're going to want to squish it into place. For this next part, you're going to want to take your 3 small squares and play with them on your paper. Move them around, see where you want to put them. Where do you want to glue them? Don't want to do a square? And don't want to use scissors, you could fold your square corner to corner and turn it into a triangle. Just make sure that you glue it closed and then glue it down where you want to place it. But be sure that you play with your triangles or your squares and figure out where you want them before you put the glue on them. Once you have an arrangement you like, you can use your glue. Remember, just a dot, not a lot, to glue your pieces down. Once you are done, the teacher will tell you where to put your art to dry. You want to use scissors to make your artwork? Great! You can use your scissors to cut your shapes up any way you want. Don't want a big triangle? Make it a smaller one. You can fold it in half at the corners to give yourself a nice line to cut and cut down the line. Be sure your thumb is in the big hole and your fingers are in the little hole when you're holding your scissors. When making this project, you do it the same way as we did on the other one. You place your shapes where you want them before you glue them. Make sure it's exactly where you want them. For this example, I'm going to use glue sticks. Just use a little bit of glue all the way around the edges. And then you're going to turn it over and you are going to squish it on your paper. Now you can use either stick glue or bottle glue. You can use scissors or don't use them. Whatever you decide to do, you're the artist. Have fun with it. See what kind of shapes you can make. See what kind of picture you can make. Let's speed this second example up. How about some movie magic? Remember, this is your artwork, so you can place your shapes and your decorations any way you want. Just make sure that it stays on the paper, nothing hanging off. Looks like we're about done. I can't wait to see what you guys made. See you next week. Bye.